three friends were going into the desert. They got lost. They got bored, they got tired, they felt depressed and said, oh my God, I wish I find a lamp, and as soon as I rub the lamp, a genie should come out and fulfill all our wishes and desires. The minute they had the desire, they found that lamp. Now one of them got up excitedly and rubbed that lamp and said, hey genie. The minute he rubbed that lamp, a genie came out, and the genie looked at him and said, tell me, master, what should I do for you? The person looked and said, you know, for a long time I wanted to go to Switzerland. Let me go there. The genie said, fine, so be it. And he was transferred to Switzerland. The second person was asked, what do you want? The second person said, you know what, all my friends are in the United States of America. I think I should be in the United States of America in New York City. So be it. He was transferred to the United States of America. The third person, the genie asked, now what do you want? The third person, it happened so fast, he was confused. And he said, you know what will I do? I'm getting bored here. Get my two friends back. So be it, said the genie. And the person who had gone to United States of America, the person who had gone to Switzerland came back. That is why you should know what you exactly want. And this, whatever you want, do you want it only for your own self, or do you want it because of your neighbor has bought it? Your neighbor has got it. It's sort of a competition that you want it. Your relatives, everybody is buying around, so you also want to buy that. No. Somewhere if you're in synchronicity within yourself, I need it because I need it. It's very clear. Many of us don't desire in the first case because when we look into the past, many of our desires have got killed. How does this happen? Like we create a wonderful, beautiful desire, which is so colorful. And then we do the mistake of sharing with people whom it should actually not be shared. And there they are waiting with big pins. And the minute you start sharing, they look at you and prick it. Desire is gone. Desire is broken. Many a times, we ourselves do the stupidity of killing our desires. You know, I was reading a lot about certain tribes, and when I looked into the tribes, they had such a unique system. The biggest punishment in certain of the tribes were not for murder or for rape, but it was for killing desires, stealing desires. We should surely take a leaf from their page and in our life implement it thoroughly. Whenever somebody shares their desire to us, please try to uplift that desire. Help the desire to grow and manifest. If you really can't do that, at least don't tell negative things that the desire is killed. The interesting element is, we live in a mirror world. The mirror world says, if we help people to grow their desires and manifest it, they will also help grow our desires and manifest it. Such a beautiful phenomena. It all begins with us. And least of all, let us not kill our own desires. The next point of consideration would be, look at desires and see it in details, complete details. For example, if you want a car, what kind of a car? What brand of a car? Small car, large car, the color of the car, etc., etc. The next point from here would be, have an intense faith that this car would come your way. And create a faith in action. What's a faith in action? I will just narrate to you by a small story. There was this village which was having no water. Everybody decided that they'll pray one day and it would start raining. All of them gathered at a particular spot and wanted to pray. There was a small innocent child who was walking towards this place with an umbrella in the hand. Everybody looked around and said, "Hey, stupid guy, why are you carrying an umbrella?" The child had innocence written all over him. He turned around to them and said, "You know, we all have come to pray, and I'm very sure it's going to rain, and I don't want to go home wet." Such a beautiful thought. And that day it poured in that village, not because of the 100,000 fools around, but it poured for the trust, faith and belief of this small kid. So we all should create a faith in action. What can be a faith in action for this wonderful car coming our way? Purchasing a keychain itself is enough. When you are purchasing a keychain, you are very sure that the car would have a key and you are going to use this keychain for that. So powerful, so simple. The next important point, which is the missing link of the desire manifestation, is don't create a path beforehand using your limited logic. That means don't decide the way it is going to happen. Allow the universal intelligence and energy to unfold it for you by giving you various insights into the desire. For example, there was this person and he was crying on the street. Somebody went and asked him, "Hey, why are you crying?" He said, "You know, 10 years back I suddenly remembered that my grandfather died." I said, "Oh my God, it's so sad. But I also remembered that my grandfather gave me 50 lakhs of rupees." Good, yeah, your grandfather is giving you at least something. After some time, again he started crying. Now somebody asked him, "Hey, now what's the problem?" "You know, suddenly I remembered that about 5 years back, my father-in-law also died." "Oh my God, your father-in-law also died? So bad." "Yeah, he died of cancer, but just before his death, he left me his brand new Mercedes-Benz car." Hey, wow, man, it's nice. Now after some time, again he started crying. Somebody asked him, "Hey, now why are you crying again?" "You know, I suddenly remembered that since the last 5 years, nobody has died in my family, so I'm not getting anything." Look at this. The whole element is he had decided that everything comes only after somebody's death.